Friends, you have heard them speaking and demonstrating also, and I'm very happy to share with you that from Monday onwards there will be regular classes in our school in One Earth for the children. And I must also tell you one thing, that today is Hanuman Jayanti, the birthday of Hanuman, the Lord. He is also having this gada, the mace. What interests me in Silambam? This martial art is not about fighting actually, but about developing the warriorship, kekshatriyaan. Bagaimana membuat kita bold, berani, fearless, courageous, So all these qualities, semua kualitas ini, bagus untuk hidup kita. They are all helping us in our life. It is not about fighting somebody. If nowadays you don't fight with stick, you fight with guns, right? So it is not so much about fighting, about self-defense, but more than that, it is to develop these qualities of warriorship. Warriorship is not becoming a fighter. Warriorship is becoming courageous, becoming bold, becoming fearless, and these qualities will definitely help our children, akan membantu anak-anak kita di sekolah, bukan cuma dalam pelajaran, tapi dalam menghadapi hidup. When they go out from the school to face the challenges of life, you need these qualities. You need to become fearless, bold, courageous, So this is why I got interested in this kind of martial art, and I'm very happy, I'm very much thankful to Dr. Chandra and Mohan, whole team, for very kindly providing us with this opportunity. And also I'm trying that whenever Mohan has got time, during the weekend or something, he can come here, also give training to adults, to the ashram people. And depending on you, from Jakarta, dear, if you ask me, then I'll take Mohan to Jakarta also. But if you ask me, if you don't ask me, I won't take him. So we can also go to Jakarta and spend a weekend there and show him around our ashram, and also during the retreat, maybe when you have children and parents retreat, then during that retreat he can also give some awareness. I won't take much time. It's raining and you all must be very hungry. When it rains, you become more hungry. So thank you very much, and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are having a celebration. It's a cultural celebration. I'm very sorry that Dr. Chandra has to go back to Malaysia, but Mohan will be here, so he can come here later on after dropping Dr. Chandra at the airport. He can come here, and also maybe when we are dancing, we can also show some Silambam dance. But it is very interesting when we are talking about this sticks, In Hindi, it's called dandi or danda, You must have heard, Dr. Chandra, about the story of Alexander meeting Dandamis. And many people now, they say that Dandamis means Danda Muni. So this Muni, this saint, was carrying a stick also. And this, the discussion, the conversation between Alexander and this Danda Muni in India is recorded by the Greek historians. Actually, the Indian historians, they do not have this story, but the Greek historians, they have this story that this man, Danda Muni, the saint, was so fearless when Alexander asked him, I want to take you back to Macedonia, to Greece. He refused. He said, you are late by 20 years, 30 years. If you had come earlier, 20, 30 years, you could have seduced me. You could have tempted me to go to Greece. But now I am not going anywhere. I am happy here. And then Alexander threatened him. Said, do you know who am I? Said, it doesn't matter. Even if I know who are you, how does it matter? Said, I'm Alexander the Great. I have conquered so much land and half of the world belongs to me now. So he said, but let me ask you something. Why did you do that? Why do you want to conquer the world? Then after some conversation, it's a long conversation, at the end of the day, this Danda Muni, the man with the stick, he makes Alexander realize that he started to conquer the world. He went out to conquer the world because basically he is an unhappy man. He thinks that by conquering the world, he can become happy. So then Danda Muni said, ask him, are you happy now after conquering half of the world? He said, no, I am not, because I still want to conquer the rest of the world. So then Danda Muni asked him, if you are not happy, what kind of happiness can you give me? Why should I come with you? I am happy here. So this is a very interesting story, that this, what Dr. Chandra was saying, this art is thousands of years old. And yes, Bodhidharma must have systematized it and introduced this art to many countries, the Far East and Southeast. But it's thousands of years old, originating from Shiva, because Alexander was 2,000 years old, 2,000 years ago, and we already had the saints with danda, with sticks. So this is really an old tradition. And if you see in the museum there, outside the museum, there is a statue of Shiva Nataraj, Shiva and the dancing form. That is what Dr. Chandra was referring to. This is the dancing form. Actually, if you see the video or something, there are so many similarities, as Dr. Chandra rightly pointed out. If it is slow, then it becomes dance. If it is fast, then it looks like martial art. But again, once again, our interest in this is to develop warriorship, keberanian, fearlessness, courage, semangat, and also boldness, keteguhan, menghadapi situasi, to face the challenges of life. And I'm sure, I'm not hoping, I'm sure that with the help of Dr. Chandra and his team, our children in the school will benefit. You rightly asked about the injury and all that. Of course, Mohan is there. He will make sure that there is no such thing happening. But yes, the children have to be guided. And not only Mohan, it is also the responsibility of you as principal and other management team and the senior students to make sure that the children are not are a little bit disciplined. Of course, they're excited, but they have to be disciplined also. And I hope there'll be no problem, because you'll be having it the open space, or where did you have it? The hall earlier? Open space, right? So you'll be having the open space. You have quite some space, yeah. And I wish you all the best.